to see you, Dave.
There he is, the Vice President Joe Biden. He's running a little bit late, so is the President, but they're finally there at the University of Iowa in Iowa City. Got a rally going on this the day after the convention. Let's listen in.
And Jim Fawcett, another great mayor. It's great to be with you, and thank you, Jim, for your service wherever you are, for your service in the Korean War. We appreciate it. Wasn't the President incredible last night? I tell you what, doesn't it make you proud to be an American? Folks, President and I have become friends. I know this guy. He has courage in his soul, he has compassion in his heart, and he has steel in his spine. I want to tell you, I'm with him almost every day for the last 4 years, and there's not a day that's gone by that I haven't been grateful that Barack is our president. It's his courage. It's about his courage. He has the courage to make the tough calls on education, health care, Medicare, ending the war in Iraq and bringing an end to the war in Afghanistan. Folks, this president is going to level the playing field again and bring the middle class back in the game for a change. He knows how America was built. He knows it was built by that growing great middle class. And he knows, and I know, something our opponents either don't know or seem to have forgotten. America is not on the decline. America's on the rise. And let me say again what I said last night to our opponents. Gentlemen, it's never a good bet to bet against the American people. Folks, you know, you folks in Iowa and you know folks on campus know the president better than about anybody in any state. And you know he only has one gear, forward, 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 forward. And ladies and gentlemen, it's my honor to introduce to you my friend, President Barack Obama.
First of all, your outstanding Congressman Dave Loebsack is here. Your mayor, Matt Hayek, is here. And somebody who's been with me since we started our first road trip here in Iowa back in 2007, your Attorney General Tom Miller's in the House. And all of you are here. It is wonderful to be here, and some of you guys know I've just come from Charlotte, North Carolina, where we had an outstanding convention. Folks down there could not have been more welcoming. Michelle, what can I say? She was amazing. President Clinton made the case the way only he can. Somebody sent around a tweet saying, you need to appoint him Secretary of Explaining Stuff. Which I thought was a pretty good idea. And then Joe Biden was all fired up. He was ready to go. And then last night, I did my best to lay out the stakes in this election, which could not be higher. Now, you've seen both sides make their argument. And you know now what a fundamental choice we have ahead of us. I honestly believe this is the clearest choice that we've had in my lifetime, because it's not just a choice between two candidates. It's not just a choice between two parties. It's a choice between two fundamentally different visions of our future, where America goes. Ours is a fight to build that basic bargain, again, that created the greatest, largest middle class and the strongest economy the world has ever known. The basic bargain that says if you work hard, it'll pay off, that responsibility will be rewarded, that everybody gets a fair shot and everybody's doing their fair share and everybody plays by the same set of rules, from Main Street to Wall Street to Washington, D.C. And restoring that basic bargain is why I got into public service in the first place. I started my career working in the shadow of steel mills where folks had been laid off as jobs were being shifted overseas. And for the last decade, we've seen too many families here in Iowa and all across the country struggling with costs that keep rising even when paychecks don't. People racking up more debt, using credit cards, home equity loans, just to make the mortgage or pay tuition or put gas in the car or put food on the table. And all that collapsed in the Great Recession, where millions of innocent Americans lost their jobs and their homes and their life savings, and we have been fighting to recover ever since from that devastation. Now, our friends at the Republican Convention, they like to talk about everything they think is wrong with America, but they didn't have much to say about what they do to make it right. They want your vote. They want your vote, but they don't want you to know their plan because they know you wouldn't buy it. Because we tried it. All they've got to offer is the same prescription they've been offering for 30 years. Tax cuts, tax cuts, tax cuts. Got a few regulations here or there. Oh, and more tax cuts. Tax cuts when times are good. Tax cuts when times are bad. Tax cuts to help you lose a few pounds. Tax cuts to improve your love life. Whatever the issue, they've got one answer. Now, I've cut...
All right, we're going to continue to monitor the president at Iowa, University of Iowa. We'll have much more. We're watching what's going on. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
When I was campaigning in Iowa back in 2007, 2008, I said, we're going to